And I know you have plenty of room in your living room. So I'm going to modify things to my living room, but I'll tell you the full version. So our arms are going to be down by our sides here. From here, we're going to tilt our tailbone forward and then tilt it back, just like we did on Tuesday. So we tilt our tailbone forward, we feel a little space under our spine, and then we tilt our tailbone back. Inhale to tilt down. Exhale to tilt in. Inhale to drop the tailbone. And exhale to bring it back. Again, inhaling forward. When you exhale back, I want you to feel the little contraction that comes with it as you draw your abdominals in. Then you can let it go and tilt your tailbone forward. Exhale, bringing it back, drawing your abdominals in, and just feel that contraction. And again, we go forward. Exhale, tilting back. So that contraction is kind of like a firmness, I guess you could say, of your abdominals. So just keep that in mind when we move through exercises today. Coming back into neutral. This next one's a little bit difficult. I don't think I've done it with you before, but we'll get it someday. So I want you to tilt your left bottom corner of your pelvis down as you lift your top right corner of your pelvis. So imagine a diagonal line that goes from your left hip to the top of your right hip. So try tilting forward on that diagonal axis. So a lot of people use the clock analogy. So that's like your 1 in, I don't know what's on the other side, you're 1 in 6 or something, or 1 in 7. We're not going to talk about clocks today, it's too embarrassing. So we're tilting on that diagonal line. So you feel one side hike up, the other side drops down, and we go the opposite direction. Awesome, and come back to neutral. And now we're gonna go on the other diagonal line. So kind of bottom section of your right hip tilts down as you feel that left top section of your pelvis lift up, and then down. Up, and then down. So we're just moving along that kind of imaginary axis. Same thing, you can inhale down, exhale back. So this movement's a little bit more subtle. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to sync with your breathing. Coming back to neutral. And now we're just going to do side to side. So think about that 3 and that 9 on a clock. So one side hikes up and the other side hikes up. So it's just like a teeter-totter, side to side. Awesome. Coming back to the center, you can find neutral. So all of those different movements and patterns we did with our pelvis are all types of movement that happen during walking. So familiar feeling, but not typically in that order. From here, you can tilt your tailbone back. Once again, drawing those abdominals in. Feel the firming of your abdominals. So feel it kind of feel like a weight belt, like a support. And then bring it to neutral. Tilt your tailbone up, exhaling, drawing your abdominals in. And bring it back to neutral. This time when we bring our tailbone slightly back, I want you to still kind of keep a little bit of space under your back. Draw those abdominals in and see if you can maintain that as we breathe behind our braced abdominals, so braced core. So it should feel like a comfortable brace that you could do for all day if you wanted to, breathing comfortably and talking comfortably. Once you find that brace, think about spreading it across your entire belly and then float your right leg up to tabletop. And then lower your right leg down, and then float your left leg up to tabletop. And lower it down. So continue through this, lifting your leg to tabletop and then lowering it down, and the other leg. And just notice if you've lost that brace at all and if you can find it. So inhaling the leg up, exhaling the leg down. Inhaling the leg up, exhaling the leg down. Finding that contraction, that firmness of our abdominals. And on your next one, bring your left leg to tabletop, bring your right leg to tabletop, and we're going to extend both arms up to the sky. So both arms are up to the sky and our palms are facing inward. From here, we're going to extend our right leg forward. So it's just straight out from the hip. And we're going to extend our left arm back. So it's just reaching back overhead. Holding here. Bring it all back to the center. Extend your left leg out and your right arm out. A little bit of a hold, finding that firmness in your abdominals, really tucking those ribs down. And bring it back to the center. One more time the other side. So extend that right leg, left leg. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring everything back to the center. Inhaling the left leg, right arm. Exhale, bring it back to the center. You can lower both feet down and then both arms down. Awesome, so we're gonna be coming back to that. We'll add some intensity, but for now, we'll keep moving a little bit more comfortably. From here, you can bring both arms up towards the sky again. Bring them over your head and just notice when your ribs start to lift up. And maybe your arms make it all the way to the floor without lifting. Maybe they don't, that's okay. And then start to bring them all the way back towards your hips. So our arms are just moving through the center plane. Inhaling your arms up over your head. Exhaling your arms down towards your hips. And again, inhaling your arms up, keeping your ribs tucked down. Exhaling your arms down. On your next time, lifting your arms over your head, we're going to push into our feet to lift our hips at the same time. So inhaling as we bring our hips up and our arms over our head, drawing our ribs down. Exhale, we're bringing them down towards the floor together. Inhale as we lift our hips, reaching overhead. Exhale, bringing it down. A few more here. Take your time and really just focus on keeping those abdominals drawn in as you lift and reach overhead. Really focusing on tucking those ribs down will help kind of keep things a little bit more contracted. On your own time, you're coming down. And one more time, hips lift up, arms reach overhead. Keeping our hips lifted, just bring your arms coming straight out of your shoulders with your palms facing inwards up towards the sky. Yep, perfect. Awesome. From here, we're going to lift our shoulder blades off the mat slightly and bring them down towards the floor. So we lift our shoulder blades off the mat and down to the floor. A few more here. And last time, reaching up, shoulder blades come down. We can lower down our hips slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, as we bring our arms down to the floor. You can take your feet a bit wider, and you can sway your hips side to side, kind of just at your own rhythm. Coming back to the center whenever you're ready. Feet are back and about hip distance apart. Your arms can go out to the side with your palms facing upwards, not inwards, palms facing upwards. We're going to slide our hands up along the floor like we're making a snow angel and slide them down. Inhaling our arms up, exhaling our arms down. So just bringing them as far overhead as it feels comfortable and sliding them along the floor. Few more here. And last one, coming back to the center. Find that contraction, draw your abdominals in. Inhale to prepare. As we exhale, we float our right leg to the tabletop. Take a breath. As you exhale, bring the left leg up to tabletop. Both arms float up so your palms are facing inward. We're going to add on here and create a little bit more kind of inner tension. From here, you can bring your toes to your nose so your feet are flat like you're about to walk on the wall, I guess. And I want you to maintain that dorsiflexion of your feet so toes are being pulled up the whole time because it'll add a bit more intensity. We're going to extend our right leg. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to push on our left knee. So notice that cross body kind of tension as we push our opposite hand on our opposite knee. You can push as hard as you'd like to, just breathing behind your braced abs, that firmness in your stomach. And bring your arms in and your legs in. Left leg extends, left hand goes to right knee, and you're just pushing as hard as it feels comfortable to you. So it's totally your choice, the effort you're putting here, as long as you can maintain that contraction in your abdominals. And bring everything in. Extending the right once again. Right hand goes to left knee. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling, pushing into your leg. And relax. Other side, left hand to left knee, right leg extend, left leg extends. Oh, all backwards. Deep breath in. As you exhale, push. Awesome. Bring everything in. You can bring both knees towards your chest. You can hug them in and go side to side if you'd like to. So we're going to add on and we're going to increase the speed a little bit in that. So we're going to sync it with our breathing so we feel that extra contraction. So when you have your opposite leg extended and your right hand goes to your left knee, it's just going to be a quick and then. So on your own breath, not my breath. When you're ready, opposite leg extends, opposite arm goes to the other knee, and exhale. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both knees in, put both hands on both legs, and push hard into your knees and your knees into your hands. So you're creating internal pressure. So we're pushing and we're holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your legs down, and you can lower your arms down. You can sway your hips side to side if you'd like to. So that should feel as challenging as you make it, depending on how hard you push into your legs. You can always kind of increase intensity with that. Awesome. When you're ready, come back to the center. Just to kind of open up through our hip flexors, we're going to go through a few glute bridges. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, push up, lifting your hips off the mat. Pulling the mat towards your hips with your feet, so we're engaging those hamstrings a little bit more. You can lower down an inch and then lift back up. Lower down an inch and lift back up. Last time we'll lower down an inch and lift back up. Lower all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, to the floor. You can roll to whatever side you'd like to. We're going to come up. So push up with one arm, and we'll come into quadruped, just kind of on our own time. So we're gonna have our hands directly underneath our shoulders with our fingers spread wide. Our knees are underneath our hips, and our toes are gonna be pressing into the mat. But I am gonna give you 2 options. We've been doing knee lifts, so we can always return to our knee lifts, or I'm gonna give you another option. So it'll be your choice. So toes can be down, and we can stay at our high. It's the same thing. It's a little bit of a lift. It's a little bit different. Or you can come into forearms. You can draw your abdominals in and lift from here, or toes can be curled. So the toes don't make a huge difference. It's more of like a preference thing. but you can kind of feel a little bit different engagement-ish. I prefer toes down because our toes spend so much time together, but also toes flat, it's good. Like it's all just kind of like a preference thing. So if you'd like to try this lower plank, I find that creates a bit more of a tension because you have to kind of support more through your shoulders. So coming onto your forearms, toes can be tucked or toes can be long. Draw your abdominals in. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, we're going to lift our hips. We're drawing our abdominals in. So it's almost kind of like that hips back feeling. So we're holding here, keeping that internal pressure. Feeling the work in our quads, because our quads are really turned on now because they're spring back. And lower down. A little bit of a breather here. Inhale to prepare. As we exhale, we lift up. Drawing the abdominals in. Feeling the work in our quads. And lower down. And one last time, inhale, prepare. As we exhale, we push and lift. Feeling our quads, they're definitely working, drawing your abdominals in. And lowering down. From here, you can just walk your hands up and come into a tall kneeling. I'm just gonna turn so I'm facing you. Oh, my head's cut off, that's okay. We don't need my head. So we're at tall kneeling. For tall kneeling, your toes can either be behind you or same thing. It's just whatever feels comfortable, really. Sometimes if you have your toes propped up, it gives a bit more balance, but if you have them flat, it's a little bit more wobbly. Hands are gonna go behind our head, and we're just going to tilt to one side, feeling this side lengthening as this side shortening. Drawing our abdominals in as we come back up to the center. Inhaling over. Exhaling, coming to the center. Inhaling over. Exhaling to the center. A few more here. Inhaling over. Really feel those abdominals draw in to come back up. Over we go. Exhaling, center. Tipping over. Exhaling, center. This time, belly button stays pointing forward as we rotate to one side. Coming back to the center and rotating to the other side. And back to the center. Inhaling out. Exhaling, center. Inhaling out. Exhaling, center. And again, inhaling. Exhaling, and last time, inhaling and exhaling. Awesome, we're gonna put one arm out to the side and you're just gonna make your way onto your side. You can extend one leg. From here, this knee can stay underneath us for now, and we'll get rid of it later. If you wanna double pad your mat, feel free. We're gonna square our hips, they're forward to the front of the room, our hips are stacked. This top leg here is going to lift up. It's going to lower down and lift. Lower down and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. So feel the work in your glute med. Staying open to the room. And last one. Top arm extends over your head. Knee comes towards elbow. And then we extend out. Knee towards elbow. Extend out. So I find this is a more comfortable way than doing plank. Because it can be hard when you're in full side plank. So we inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. But you can also try to exhale in, inhale out. So breath does change things a little bit. And this is our last one. Coming into quadruped, you can extend your right leg out. You can extend your left leg out, and we're in a high plank. From here, you can send your hips back, and then you can roll forward coming through your spine. So we're over top of our hands. Send your hips back, and roll forward through your spine. So quick little history lesson. For whatever reason, Joseph Pilates was like super into big cats, and he does a whole bunch of his moves to mimic big cats. This is supposed to be like a cat like rolling through or something. So yeah, fun things. And the last time rolling through. This time we're going to lower all the way to the floor as slow as you'd like to go onto our belly. When you're ready, we're going to come onto our forearms. And then I want you to think about drawing in your abdominals here, because if you can feel yourself slouching into the mat, then we're going to cause a lot of stress on our low back. So draw your abdominals in, legs are engaged, they're pushing into the floor. From here, think about pulling the mat back towards your hips, so we're adding active arms here. Keeping this contraction the whole time, because this is going to look really simple, but if we keep that contraction, it won't feel simple. So we're going to look to our left, our right leg's going to go point, flex, and then it's going to lower down. Point, flex, lower down. Point, flex, lower down. So start moving through that. As long as you keep that contraction in your abdominals and you actively pull the mat back towards your hips, keeping active legs, it'll feel challenging. As soon as you relax, it's going to feel like you're hanging out at the beach. So yeah, so it's a big difference, yeah. So pulling the mat back, drawing your shoulder blades down, drawing your abdominals in. We point, flex, switch. Point, flex, switch. Inhale, exhale. So you can either breathe at your own time, or you can do this strange breathing. That's a sniff, sniff, exhale. So inhale, inhale, exhale. And it's just a type of breathing. It's like a weird one. So I'll show you. So pull the mat, draw the abdominals in, pull your shoulder blades down. It is inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. And you can lower down. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. Lower down, you put your hands on top of each other. You put your forehead down on the mat, or on top of your hands is your choice. From here, you can lift both legs up behind you and let them sway side to side. Awesome. Coming back to the center, you can lower both legs down. We're going into grasshopper, and grasshopper can feel a little uncomfortable on your back sometimes, so let me know. So for grasshopper, you come up onto your forearms, and you can come up or as low as it feels comfortable to you. So some people find when they lift higher, it's way more uncomfortable because you're kind of jamming through your low back. But think about pushing your pubic bone into the floor to free up some space. So you can come kind of into your forearms like here, but if it's really uncomfortable, you can just go lower. Think about pushing your hips into the mat to create space there. So if I relax, I push into the mat, it frees up a little bit of space. So find your comfort here. When you're ready, our head is pointing down, the crown of our head is reaching long. So both legs come up, both heels come together, and then both hips lift, squeezing through our glutes. And then we lower down. So both legs, heels, lift, lower. Legs, heels, lift, lower. Legs, heels, lift, lower. So on your time, we have a few more. Same thing, it's inhale, inhale, exhale. lower. And last one here, we should be feeling this in our glutes. And lower down. You can sway your hips side to side. We have one more thing to do on our belly. So we're going to be coming up onto our hands. So we're going to be pushing up. And we're only going to go as high as it feels comfortable to us. The same thing. If it's uncomfortable, you can just lower down a bit lower. You can be higher. It's up to you. This is called swan, but we're not going to do swan dive because swan dive is like crazy pants. So I don't know if you've ever seen swan dive. I don't really have enough room to show you, but you essentially just let go as your arms like fly forward, and it's like, it's not fun. It's not good for your spine. So we're going to do a nice modified version of that. It's like a rocking swan. It's like relaxed. So you're going to bring yourself down. Your legs are engaged. You rock up, legs lift up. Then you rock through and extend up. So I'll show you again. So legs are engaged, arms shortened to bring your chest towards the mat as your legs lift up behind you. Then you roll through and extend your arms as far as it feels comfortable. So try that again and imagine it like the bottom of a rocking chair. So your arms are going to extend out as your legs lift up behind you. And it doesn't have to be super high. Yeah, perfect, just like that. Does that feel okay? This will be our last kind of, it's good? Okay, this will be our last one. So this one can be a little bit tricky, especially if the floor isn't comfortable at your house. Awesome, this is our last one. You can put your toes down and send your hips back into a child's pose. It can either be a narrow or a wide, it's your choice. So give your back a second just to relax a little bit. Awesome, when you're ready, we're gonna come into quadruped and then just roll up slowly into a tall kneeling once again. This time, if you'd like to double your mat, you can. We're going to get back into our quads a little bit, so you're gonna feel this. Your toes can be flat or they can be toes down if you want. I prefer it this way for this particular exercise. So draw your abdominals in, so we're zipping up, arms extend. From here, we're thinking nice and tall, so shoulders are back, crown of the head is reaching towards the ceiling as we hinge straight back as far as it feels comfortable to you. And then we come up. So quads are really gonna turn on here. You wanna think about keeping nice tall posture. So shoulders are plugging into your back as we hinge back and come up. So inhaling to hinge, exhaling to the top. Inhaling to hinge, exhaling to the top. Last time like this, inhale to hinge, exhale to the top. Adding on. Inhale, we hinge back. Exhale, we open. Inhale to the center. Exhaling up. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. Exhale, up. Or just whatever feels comfortable for you breathing wise. Open, together, and up. Hinge, open, together, and up. One more per side. Our quads should be at least talking to us. And last one. And to the center. From here, we're just going to drop the arm that we haven't gone onto yet as we extend our right leg. So for me, I have to my right leg out. So we did the other side first. So we're squaring our hips to the front of the room, opening through our collarbones. From here, we lift our leg and we lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 8 more like this. 7, so just breathing normally. Or exhale as you lift, your choice. For 4, 3, 2, and last one. I need to adjust my hand, and I'm just gonna make sure I don't knock my TV over, but arm extends, knee comes together, and we extend out. For 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Whoop, I almost knocked my TV over. It's like right there. This arm comes to the floor. We open up, step our other foot back, and we can send our hips back. You can pedal out your feet if you'd like to, or take any little movements you feel like you need. When you're ready, we're gonna roll forward into a high plank. Awesome, find your high plank. From here, we float the right leg up and hold. Lower the right leg down, float the left leg up and hold. Back to the center, right leg floats up, we hold. Squeezing the glute, feeling that contraction. Lowering the right onto the left, hold. Lower the left leg down and lower all the way to the floor as slow as you'd like to, all the way to the bottom. Oof. And you can sway your hips side to side or take any little movements you feel like you need. We are gonna do, we're gonna do a few Pilates push-ups. And Pilates push-ups are usually how we used to end the class, but that's no fun. We have other nicer ways to end the class. So we'll do it midway through the class. So I'll show you the Pilates push-ups because they're spicy, they're fun. So you come into your high plank, you push up, you walk all the way back, you lift all the way up, lower all the way down, walk all the way out, and push up. So it's a full thing. If you want to add intensity, I'm going to move forward so I don't hit my table. But to add intensity, one leg was lifted, push up, you walk all the way back with that one leg lifted. I'm trying not to hit my lamp over. You walk all the way back, then you would lower that leg, switch and lift the other leg, whoop, the table, and then walk all the way out, push up, and repeat. So that's an option to increase intensity, is to do that one-legged stuff, because it's like really hard. I kick everything over. There's like a lamp, a TV. So we're gonna do 3 total. You can do the walkout. I'm only gonna do the walkout. You can do a single leg if you'd like to. If you do a single leg, because you have 2 legs, you have to do 4. We can do 4. 3. You said 3. So we're gonna do 3. All right, so find yourself in your high plank. This is totally on your own time. When you're ready, you lower down as close to the floor as you can. Push up. Walk your hips all the way back. Roll all the way up. Roll all the way down. Walk all the way out. That was 1. Push up number 2. Walk all the way out. Roll all the way up. Roll all the way down. Walking out. That was number 2. And our last one, push up. All the way back. All the way up. All the way down, and we're going all the way back into our plank to finish. From our plank, put your left hand in the middle and open up to the right. We're in a side plank. From here, leading with your head, so your crown of your head, we rotate under as we send our hips back. And then we open up, so we're doing twist. That's great. When you're ready, you open back up. And again, so leading with the crown of your head, we rotate under as we reach across to our opposite leg, sending our hips back. And then we open up. One last time on this side, rotating under as we hinge back and reach. And coming back to the center. Both arms come to the floor. You can send your hips back and come through. Send your hips back and through. Last time, hips go back and through. This time, put your right hand in the center and spin open. And I'm just gonna rotate so you can see me. So when you're ready, open to our side plank. We rotate under as we send our hips back. And then lift up. Rotate as we send our hips back. And up. Two more, rotate under. Hips go back. Open up. And last time, rotating under. And come back. And lower down onto your bottom. And come up. Oof, this is like unintentionally a little bit harder than I thought it would be. I was like, we'll make it difficult today. It's Thursday. It's like already getting pretty tough. But it's good. It's good. We want to work hard. From here, you can put your hands underneath your knees if you'd like to and sit up nice and tall. We're just going to hinge back and come up. Hinge back and come up. On your next time, we can hinge back. We can extend our right, maybe our left, maybe our right leg, maybe our left leg. From here, we're gonna reach up to the sky as we extend out, bring it around and in. Out and up, around and in. It's a modified double leg stretch. A little bit easier, but also difficult at the same time. So inhale as you reach, exhale to bring it together. Inhale to reach, exhaling together. Last time, inhale to reach, we stay out. We open our legs and close. Open, close. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come up. Oh, those are called heel beats. We're gonna do it one more time. When you're ready, both legs come together. We hinge back. Right arm, right leg. Reach up, extend out. Bring it around and in. Reach up and out, around and in. 3 more. 2. Last one. Reach up and out. Heel beats are next for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And roll all the way down. And you can reach long overhead. Long overhead, big, big stretch. So we're going to be finishing the difficult work in our glute bridge. And I did this specifically because we spent a lot of time in our hip flexors. So glute bridge work will feel nice for a little bit. When you're ready, you can bring your arms down by your side You can bring your left leg to a flat bend, and then your right leg is going to extend straight up towards the sky. We're going to go into a small little circle, still keeping our hip on the ground. So your circle can be whatever size you'd like it to be. If you're feeling like you want a giant circle, you can go for it. And reverse the direction. Keeping those abdominals drawn in, and just notice if your ribs are starting to reach to the sky. You can lower the right leg down, extend the left leg to the ceiling. We go in a little tiny circle. And reverse the direction, so other direction. And lower that leg down. So both feet are about hip distance apart with our knees pointing up towards the sky and our feet are flat on the ground. From here, inhale, prepare. Exhale, push through your whole feet to lift your hips up towards the sky. So hips are lifted. Roll down through your spine. And once you reach the bottom, lift your hips right back up. So a rolling bridge. So rolling down to the bottom and lifting straight back up. Rolling to the bottom and lifting up. Last time rolling, roll all the way to the bottom and lifting up, we stay. From here, inhale, prepare. Exhale, right leg lifts to tabletop. Awesome. Right leg opens to the side like a book, drawing those abdominals in, and then bring it to the center. Opens to the side, just a little bit or whatever feels comfortable. And to the center. Last time, open to the center or to the side, to the center. Leg can stay bent or leg can extend. We lower our hips down to tap, and then we lift back up. Lower down to tap, lift back up. Lower, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Last time, inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Lower the right leg and lift the left leg. Left leg floats to tabletop. Opening to the side, back to the center. Hips are lifted, inhale to open, exhale to close. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Last one, inhale to open, exhale to close. Leg can extend or stay bent, your choice. We lower our hips and lift back up. Lower our hips and lift back up. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Last one, inhale, lower, exhale, lift. And lower the leg down and roll all the way down. Woo, you can sway your legs side to side if you want to. You can bring one leg in and the other one. Or you can extend your legs long and reach out, whatever you feel like you need. Awesome, and I promise reverse plank. So when you're ready, we're just coming up onto our elbows. Awesome, and once it feels comfortable, you're just pressing up into your hands. So your hands are behind you, and we're opening through our chest. You can walk your feet forward just a little bit. You can lift your toes up to the sky so your heels are pressing in. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, we lift our hips up and we come into a kind of like a half plank. And lower down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, push through your heels to lift your hips up. and lowering down. So if it feels comfortable for you in your knees, you can walk your feet forward even more. We're pressing our heels down. Inhale, prepare, broadening through our chest. Exhale, we push our hips up to the sky to lift into a reverse plank. You can keep your chin tucked, or you can look slightly up. It's just whatever feels comfortable to you. And lowering down. So this specific exercise is reverse plank with, well, it's called leg pull back, leg pull front. So you lift this leg as we lift. So you'll inhale, prepare, exhale, lift up, lifting your right leg, we lift, lift, lower. Lift, lift, lower. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, inhale, exhale. And lower down. And you can reach slightly forward, just kind of coming forward. I personally can't really touch my toes, so we're just gonna let ourselves hinge forward slightly. Reaching for calves or shins, wherever feels comfortable. So reverse plank can feel a little tough on your knees sometimes, especially when you're lifting the one leg. So if it was feeling uncomfortable, you could always lift, lift. All right, coming up to a tall seat. I'm gonna scooch back. We're opening our legs to about mat distance. Arms go out to the sky. We rotate. Back arm turns down as we reach forward. So you can bend your knees if you'd like to. As you rotate, back arm turns down, reaching forward. And coming up. Rotate, arm turns down, reach, and come up. Rotate, and reach. And come up. Last one per side, rotate the back arm, reach across. Turn and rotate down and reach across. Coming up to sit up tall. From here, we're just gonna be coming onto one side because it's your lucky day. I have like 5 more minutes, well, more than 5. And this class was shorter than I thought it was. So we're gonna get a little bit of side kick series going on, because why not add more work to your glute med? So you come onto whatever side you'd like to. Your top arm is a pillow, and both your front legs, they extend towards the front corner of the mat. From here, you're gonna lift the top leg to about a hip height. You're gonna match it with the bottom leg. So we're gonna return to our heel beats like we did before. So your heels are gonna stay lifted, and we're gonna beat together. So for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping your legs together, squeezing as you squeeze your glutes to keep your heels together. We're gonna extend our bottom leg forward as our top leg goes back. So think of a sideways scissor. Drawing those abdominals in. It's gonna feel wobbly. And switch, so bring it in. Back leg extends, front leg comes forward. Drawing those abdominals in. And switch. Taking your time. And switch. Last, when we come to the center, heel beats again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw everything in. Knees come to about a 90-degree angle. Heels are together. We lift the top leg, and we close it. So we're doing a bit of a clamshell here. So knees are opening, heels are together, and close. Open, and close. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. The full top leg lifts, the full top leg lowers. Full top leg lifts, full top leg lowers. 3 more like this. 2, and last one. Keep that top leg lifted. Our knee goes in as our foot goes towards the sky, and then switch. And switch. So knee in, heel up, then heel in, knee up. So it looks like a funky dance move. For 4, 3, 2, and last one, lower the leg down, and we switch sides. So by now, I hope you feel your glute med, because I do. So you can just roll to your other side. I usually just get up and do a little break dance. To the other side. Oh, and I have a cat. Oh, go away, go away. So top arm, or the bottom arm is a pillow, top arm is a kickstand, and your feet are slightly forward. We lift that top leg to hip height, bottom leg lifts, and our heels come together. And they open, and together. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bottom leg goes forward, top leg goes back. Drawing those abdominals in, keeping your balance, and switching on your own time. Just natural, even breath. On your own time. For 3 more. 2. And last one. Coming to the center, and heel beats for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your legs up to bend your knee. Heel goes together, knees come apart, and then open up. So clamshells for 10. Normal breath, just whatever feels comfortable. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full top leg lifts for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Top leg stays lifted, knee goes in, heel goes up, heel goes in, knee goes up. For 8, 7, 6, feeling that rotation, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We come to either our back or our front, so we're gonna go into kind of like a figure 4 position. So you can either roll to your back and figure 4, or you can go into what is called pigeon for yoga, but that is your choice, because this isn't yoga. So leg comes across here. 2 options here, like we did on Tuesday. You can either reach through to reach for your thigh or maybe your shin, or if you'd like to change the stretch a little bit, you can push up through your hips. So whatever you prefer. I like this one because it opens your hip flexors a little bit more, and then I find it helps me push my leg down more naturally than yanking it through. But it would really only work if you're comfortable with glute bridges, and all your glute bridges look great. So even in this last little glute bridge, we want to draw our abdominals in, keep our ribs tucked, think about lifting through our hips. You can lower your hips down to switch your legs. So right leg goes down, left leg comes across. Either we reach through or we push our hips up, drawing our ribs down and firming through our midsection. Lowering down, reaching both legs long. Really, really big stretch, big reach overhead. When you're ready, draw those abdominals in as you reach up to the sky. Reach up towards the sky to lift your head and chest as you peel off the mat. Flex your feet. and reach forward. And then coming up. We have one last little movement and we are done. So take your foot against your thigh and then your other foot goes back. This is called mermaid, or it's a modified mermaid. You swoop across and then you reach over. Swoop across and reach over. So you're just gonna feel opening in your sides. And this is like a little mermaid on a rock calling out to the sailors or whatever, I don't know, whatever the Little Mermaid does. Yeah, I think the Little Mermaid sings, and I'm not gonna sing to you because you don't want that. We'll have like dogs and cats howling, breaking glass. So feeling that opening through your side. You can stay in one side longer if you'd like to. And then we just switch our feet. So other foot goes forward, other foot goes back. So now I have my left foot pressed against my thigh, my right foot back, and same thing, swoop and reach. So now you'll just feel a little bit changed per side. So same thing. Oh, I skipped my swoop. Swoop and reach. Swoop and reach. They're like, hello, sailors. Big reach over. And then you crash their ships or something. Depends which mermaids it is. Not the ones from Pirates of the Caribbean. And last one for me brings me forward so I can place my top hand down. I step my right foot back, left foot back, hips go back. You can pedal out your feet. When you're ready, you can walk your hands to your feet, to your feet, to your hands. Doesn't matter which. Roll up slower than you'd like to. Taking your time until you make it to the top with a big shoulder roll, maybe a couple shoulder roll. Big reach up to the sky. We reach to the right side, to the left side, to the center, and we're done.